What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Her book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below. As usual, go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks, everybody, for supporting. But this video, though, is entitled, I'm going to offend you just like you offend me. Now, we live in this age where, you can be offensive, but you think you can't be offended. And I think that's interesting. I was watching something or listening to something earlier while I was working, and it was like, people say you can be a cyber bully or bully online. And the problem with that is this. It's true. Like if you don't want somebody, you can't go trolling somebody. And then when they respond to you, go, oh my God, what is the guy that had the dope cooking show that they trolled him and he cut somebody out and then he lost his job? This is the problem, right? See, and some of you guys, on some of these videos, some of you people nitpick and troll, and it's like, well, here's the problem. I see what you write. I see your sarcasm. I see you trying to pick an argument or a fight online, but a lot of times I don't bite because, to be perfectly honest, it's the internet for one, and that lets me know how stupid you are. Like it's a difference between having a difference of opinion and a person wanting to pick an internet fight. Like no, cause I'll say it to your face. I do it face to face. So I'm not, and I don't need to hide behind some anonymous picture or something like that. It's not my style. But this also plays out in real life where, I get tired of seeing adults. You might put up a persona. You might be mean. You might be mean and offensive to people. And like I got a pretty healthy sense of humor. And I'm not gonna lie, I say some outlandish stuff to people. All in jest, but some of it is outlandish. But the thing about that is this. People can respond back to me in that same outlandish fashion, and I will find it just as funny. Because I'm not easily offended, and I know, they just shooting back, right? And even if they were serious and I said something seriously, I'm at that point in life. It's like, that kind of cut deep. But if I open my mouth and said something that cut deep to them, that's fair game, right? I don't get to judge. If they take it up a notch, I'd be like, God, mother, I probably shouldn't have started that one right there. So, but the reverse doesn't work with most people. Most people are so sensitive; they want to go around, offending others. And it's like, well, in the shock is what gets me. If you go around cussing people out and you get cussed out, and you be, oh my God. You go around being inconsiderate to people, and then people inconsiderate to you, then you, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. But, there comes a point where you got to tell people, look, I'm going to offend you just like you offend me. We're not holding back today. No. We're not cutting no corners. No. No, not finna happen. And for some odd reason, people think words are bullying. And I don't necessarily get that. I get words can hurt your feelings, but I never believed in verbal abuse. He said something or she said something and then it beat up my insides to the point, no. Maybe, I'm mentally stronger than some people. I don't know, but, I do know why. When I was a kid, I played football, and my second best position was cornerback. And they said, you got to have a short memory. You could get beat on one play, but you got to come back the next play like it never happened. So I really took that to heart, and I take that as that's a mentality. Like, something could have happened 5 minutes ago that was tragic, and I'm like, that sucks. let's get back to it. Yeah, I'm gonna mourn about that, but let's get back to it. But a lot of people aren't like that. And I find, in dealing with folks, that I can't accept that you don't know that you're gonna you got to be able to dish it and take it. I don't understand this ideology where, I just gotta accept you being offensive, but I gotta protect your feelings. It don't work that way. If you talk about me, I'm gonna talk about you. If I talk about you, I expect you to talk about me. You know what I'm saying? If if you decide you want to go off on me, okay. I'm gonna make sure you never do it again in your life. I'm gonna do my best to make sure you're gonna be scarred for life, and that doesn't bother me. I remember a while back, me and my kid's mother got into a conversation / argument, and she said something to the degree where, she's like, I'm not about confrontation. And I was like, but I am though. See, if you want to start a confrontation, and then when you get one, you don't want to be about it. That's not my problem. I'm about confrontation, so I'm comfortable with it. So you wanted to poke the bear, you're gonna get your face wiped off, and that's fair game. And this is really a video about fair game. Like, stop acting like it's unfair for somebody to respond to you in the same manner that you approached them. That makes no sense to me. You should have, back in the day, they told you need to watch your mouth. And a lot of people have lost the concept of watching their mouth or doing things, because sometimes you may be a habitual line stepper. You do things to cross the line. And the problem with that is this. If you do them unintentionally, that's not a problem. Somebody will point it out to you. If you're a decent person or you're considerate, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, let me fix that. I'm sorry. But you're dealing in an era where people enjoy being inconsiderate. They enjoy being habitual line steppers until you put your foot in their ass. Because, see, people, for some odd reason, we've gotten to the point where everybody feels like, you're above reproach because the law protects you, or you've been around fuckery so long, you could justify it. And that doesn't work with everybody. That's why I say I'm going to offend you just like you offend me. Same times we'll be having these conversations about our community, and there are certain aspects of the community that's having a culture shock, because it's like, wait, I can't. That's not how you was accustomed to being able to operate. But you got to realize, the bullshit is worn out its welcome. So thinking offensive is cute has worn out its welcome. When people say they outspoken, I just got to speak my mind. Okay, say everything you got to say. Then I'm going to cuss your motherfucking ass out because that's some bullshit. And I'm going to let you know this is the very same outspoken way you said it. And it's like, what is the problem with the shock? I don't get it. I don't get it. When people want to, how can I say this? When back in the day, if you was a parent and you raised offensive children, adults would slap the shit out your kids. And see, we've grown to a society where you teach your children to be offensive, and then you go back them up and say you can't say nothing or do nothing to them. So we're really right about this close to adults slapping the shit out your bad kids in hopes that you show your ass up so we can slap the shit out of you in front of your bad ass kids. That's where it's going. We just using, you're just using kids as bait now. Like, come here. Come here, cause you taught them this was okay. You know, bring it over here. So, you know, this is what the video is talking about. You know, I'm gonna offend you now. I'm kind of sick of your shit. We out. Peace.